This is the world of company secretaries. On this channel, you can watch interviews with company secretaries across the world. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon.
The next question we would like to ask is with respect to the rise of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So there's a lot of talk going out about it. Some people deny it. Some people say the human intellect will still survive. But personally, I feel that there will be some kinds of jobs or work which will definitely get taken over by AI. What are your thoughts and how should one be prepared for this?
Hey, let us appreciate. Now, that's what I was in fact telling. I really appreciated the Institute of Company Secretaries for taking that turn in the right direction to make the course relevant, to make the
Profession relevant.
The profession relevant by changing the course and making it a governance institute, a corporate governance institute. So that way, I must say, AI cannot replace everything. Let us be very clear. There are certain things which can be replaced. Now, if you look at the legal field, yes, AI can probably predict the outcome of a case. But then there are a lot of things which, as a professional, we can decide what should be the course of action. Now, that's where, in fact, I must tell you, when a client comes to us, he comes to us with some expectation. Probably if a company secretary is practicing on the NCLT or the company side on the litigation front, he must realize that he cannot give anything and he cannot assure the client everything that he asks for. He may be the managing director of the company or he may be anyone. It hardly matters to us. The point is we have to look what is practical. We cannot assure everything that he asks for. If it is practical, yes, it is done. If not, we have to say this is the law, this is what is possible, and this is where we stand. Now, depending on the possibility, you are going to position yourself before the tribunal to get the relief. Now, this may not be possible by AI. Now, there are a lot of things that don't actually come out in the open, in the draft. What happens in the chamber is something that never comes out in the court. You never know what is the real reason behind the litigation. So a lot of things AI cannot interfere in, or probably there are a lot of areas where AI cannot replace. Now, probably AI can do the research. It can say which case laws are applicable to the facts of your case. But how you are positioning yourself. Now, if you would want to take a turn, if you want to take a different route, or probably there is a development which you would want to bring out. Now, these are thoughts that you can look at. So AI cannot replace the professional completely. So that's what I'm. That is where we have to position ourselves with those core areas which which cannot be system driven. So you must. That is where we must ensure that we are relevant in the field, for which we must be really upskilled and upgraded.
Yeah. Yes, I think that's again related to the next question I wanted to ask. See, one is many people say that, especially students, because most of our audience are students, they say that, okay, if I pass CS, what will be my starting salary? Then how do I go ahead? Will I continually get more salary or more remuneration over the period of time? Where they're completely neglecting the fact that it is about us and we have to keep on upgrading our skills and performing well and stuff like that. So how should one student or anyone who's there try to become the best and stay relevant in the market?
Now, as you said, what is important is your ability. Now, the Institute of Company Secretaries, positions us in a particular place. It is for us to take it forward. It is for us to make ourselves relevant. The syllabus has made it relevant for us to stay and serve. It is for us to keep ourselves updated, abreast, and ensure that there is, real work turned out by us. Now, that is where it becomes very much important that we know. It is very much important for us to know where we should be serving, where a mechanical system can take over. So you must decide which areas you must focus on. So that is something that would come only with the passage of time. So that is something that we'll have to see. But one thing I'm sure of, the institute is really far-sighted in its approach. So for students who are looking at taking this course, you can be rest assured. The institute is looking at a situation well ahead of the times and is guiding the members and the students to ensure that they are relevant in the market.
Yes, sir. So here, just a little bit of the future, few questions relating to that. Of course, like you said, the institute right from 1968, then once it became a statutory body in 1980, has always been probably we can say punching above its weight when compared to many of the other well-established professions like the lawyers and chartered accountants. And we have not only stood the test of time, but ICSI is one of the most sought after professions along with lawyers, chartered accountants, and other professionals in the law and commerce or finance professionals. Now, if you were just an assumption or it is just like a fantasy question, if you were at the helm of affairs or if somebody asked your advice on what ICSI should do or can do in terms of the syllabus or the opportunities, what would your suggestions be?
In fact, I'm sure that is taken care by the institute and the people who are at the helm of the affairs. Systematically, frequently, the institute has ensured that the syllabus has been upgraded to ensure that it is very much relevant and it serves the economy. I would say, they are taking care of everything, and I'm sure they are. If you have artificial intelligence, in fact, institute would adopt it to ensure that those works that can be done by AI would be left to it, and they would ensure that the members would be equipped to handle the things which cannot be handled by AI. So I'm very confident that in every field of law, every field of secretarial practice, the institute is measuring up to ensure that the members remain relevant and perform at its peak.
That's a really positive message, especially from someone who has more than 20 years of experience and with the background of both law and CS. We are happy that you shared that, sir.